Hi, I'm John Cunningham, and welcome to Synergy Personal Development. Today, I'm going to share with you why your mission and your values are important. So as you're going through life and you're doing this and you're doing that and you're working places that you may or may not like, you'll usually find, as I did, that you often wonder what you're doing there. Why am I working in this job that all it does is pay the bills? Or why do I have to work with these people who are so negative or will talk behind my back or try to sabotage my career? But in reality, these jobs and opportunities that we have in life are really a way for us to move from one place to another. It's kind of transition, or a ferry, if you will, moving us down the river to that next destination that we need to go to. But if you don't have a solid idea of what your mission and your values are, it's really easy to be led astray and to focus on the wrong things. So instead, you're much better off to create your own mission statement, to create your own values, and understand what those are, and to live by those instead. The one way that you can create a mission statement is by looking at what you think the world needs that you can make a contribution to. And what are the things that you love to do? Right, this goes right back to the ideas that we talked about in Ikigai, right, which you can see on our channel as well. Right, where your mission is a combination of your what you love and what the world needs. So thinking carefully about how you make a contribution, and each person's contribution is completely unique, is going to help you to reframe any situation as something that's moving you closer and closer to your mission that you're achieving. A good example of this is some of my clients who want to transition in their jobs. One of them wants to be a graphic artist, and another one wants to work in digital marketing. But both of those people have very little experience in these areas. So how do they get there? Well, one thing they can do is they could set up their future professions as hobbies, and then find opportunities to do those things. And little by little, right, they can turn those into jobs. Right? Doing a small job here, or volunteering your time there, and gaining more and more experience and building out their portfolios. Other times, you may have an opportunity in your company to do those things that you think will really move you forward because you're prepared. But you're not going to be prepared if you aren't sure of the direction that you're going in. So let me show you how I did my mission, and my value statement. So I have this board that sits in my room, and every day when I get up in the morning and before I go to bed at night, I look at this and I remember what's important to me. So I have 6 key values. Those are meaning in life, to have influence, to have wisdom, to have a mature relationship, to have health, and then finally, my last one is to have responsibility. Right? Oftentimes people just want to get away with stuff, but I actually like to have responsibility and give value. I think that makes me a much better person. Right? And then my mission statement is down here, and that's to empower 100,000 people to be successful as authentic versions of themselves. This is something I really have worked on recently as a mission that helps to drive me and to give me a number to focus on and a way to understand if I'm moving in the right direction. So how do I know I'm moving in the right direction? Well, I focus on these priorities. So my priorities are to have a monthly income of over 60 man yen. That's about 6,000 US dollars. That's my first step. I'd actually like to create something bigger, but this is the priority for right now. To create content like I'm doing here on YouTube, like I do on Medium, like I also do on my website, synergypersonaldevelopment.com. Like how can I create some content that helps me to attract people and to make a little bit of a difference in people's lives, whether or not they use my services or not. One new thing that I launched just recently in this quarter was English lesson training. And really what I'm working on is helping people to develop their communication skills regardless of their level of English. If you're a complete beginner and you need to use English in your work, most likely what you're doing is writing emails. If you have more experience and you're somewhat proficient in English, you may be asked to write company documents, you may have to give presentations, you'll definitely have to go to meetings, right? And you might even have to do some overseas travel where you need to meet with your colleagues or your business partners from around the world. And you may even be given a global contract or global project to manage, even though you're working in your home country, right, with people who are in other parts of the world. So I want to actually sell out my English training and also sell out my coaching. I still have several spots left that I'm trying to that I'm marketing now. If you're interested in working with me, leave me a message here, or my contact information is in the description. But this is something I'm really moving forwards to, is how can I fill my coaching time so that I have more time to work on other things that are going to help me to make a difference with these 100,000 people. And then finally is to build a business. Like my ultimate dream goal, the thing I'm really working towards, is to be able to have a company that hires about maybe 20 people, 25 people that work on helping others either to improve their communication skills and their professional skills, to be empowered, to have lives that make a difference to themselves, and also to be able to develop more and more courses. I think that online learning is the wave of the future, and so I really have found some success in doing courses online, and I want to continue to do that, right? Working with other people in a business and having them and their ideas also be part of the courses that we offer. And finally, my last priority is to invest. I know, if you have a large company, and in CEO Bootcamp we talk about how to think about your business like a CEO, large companies really rely on their investments as a way to get them through. Right? And even entrepreneurs don't rely solely on their clients. They have other streams of revenue. Right? So I want to start being able to invest more money into other areas that are going to give me a base that allow me to continue to grow my business. So what do? Right? I have a mission statement. My values are what drive me to make sure I'm going in the right direction. And then my priorities keep me moving towards the mission. So what's your mission statement? What's the thing that you're really working on that you want to make a difference in this world? That's a question that you really have to think about. So think about that, right? It takes some time. It's not easy to decide what your mission statement is and how you are planning to make a difference. But when you define what that is, we can actually move on to the next part, which is framing your work. So if, like we talked about before, you want to change your profession because it's more aligned with your authentic self, then your work is a vehicle. It's an investment vehicle for you to get where you want to be. However, if you're doing some other kind of work, right? You maybe this is your full-time job and that's all you're going to do, or maybe you are looking at opportunities. Maybe you work on a freelance site or on a freelance basis, right? You might choose your companies that you work with based on your mission statement, and do their ideals and values align with yours, right? When you're working with a company, you might think about, how is this moving me closer to what I want to achieve in my life? It should be a step. Just like we walk on stepping stones to get across the creek, right? Each of the experiences that you have should be a stepping stone for you to bigger and better things, right? If you're doing this and you're thinking about the connection between what you're doing now and where you want to go, right? You'll always have your eye on getting to your mission and being able to achieve that step by step. A mission is huge. It takes more than a day or a week or a month or a year to accomplish, right? It'll take you several years, right? Will I make it to my company of 25 employees? I don't know. I'm getting pretty close to 60 now, and the time is not slowing down. So I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep working on it. And if I am able to employ 4 or 5 people and help them to have meaningful work, and know that they're making a difference in the lives of others, like, I'd be happy with that. Right now, I'm doing it for me, and I'm happy with the person that I am. So how do I share that with more people? Whether they work in the company with me, which one day I'll get there, or whether they're the clients that we're serving. Now, these are my missions. How do I get to those points? Right? And little by little, yeah, it'll happen. So set yourself up. Define your values. What are those things? Those 5 or 6 or 7 things, right? That are your primary values, and that you're not going to deviate from. They're your life rules about when you decide on something. Like, you're going to use these as part of the decision-making process. Are they aligned with that? And then do they move you closer to the bigger picture? I hope this video was helpful to you, right? Understanding your mission and your values and how those things go together. It's really an important part. I mean, if you think about, a company does that, right? They any big company has their ideas about how they serve their customers, and if it's good enough for big companies, it's good enough for us. People who are finding success in life, they have these kind of guides, right? So that as they're moving through life, they can track their progress and make sure that they're going in the right direction. And if you don't have a mission statement and you don't have a solid set of values that you're using to drive your life, I encourage that you do that. I encourage you to do that. Yeah, I've taken a big step towards doing that myself this year, and really it makes all the difference. I'm not scattered trying to figure out where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do and how the next thing is going to come. I'm far more focused, and doing this will help you to be more focused too. Thanks for listening. This is John from Synergy Personal Development, and I look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any comments or questions, yeah, feel free to drop those in the section below, and I'll answer those as quickly as I can. Also, visit our website, synergypersonaldevelopment.com. You can sign up on my email list. And if you are on Medium and you enjoy reading over there, it's a great place for content. Yeah, look me up. John Cunningham on Medium. Yeah, you'll find me. And so, yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate you spending the time with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you rock the week. I appreciate you so much. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.